Welcome to Sociology 1. If you are unfamiliar with Blackboard, this tutorial will help you navigate your course. Begin by going to your web browser and putting www.cmccd.edu in the browser. It'll bring you to this web page. Scroll down, click Blackboard, type in your username and password. Your username will probably be your student ID. It will not look like mine. Your default password would be student. This will bring you to your home page. What I'd like you to do first is go to your personal information. And you can change your password or edit your personal information. I think you should all change your password if your password is student, but I'm going to click Edit Personal Information. I'm going to change my email address to cmc.sociologist.gmail, which is the email address I like to use. For some of you, only about 6 of you, your email address is updatenow@email.com. That's a garbage email address. If you email me, I will not be able to respond. So click Edit Personal Information, change your email, and then click Submit. Now that you've done that, you can go back to your home page. You could change your password too if you want to. Your home page is a really great place because you can check your grades by clicking My Grades. Choose your course. It shows me that there are 3 assignments that I need to do: exploring occupations, people watching, reporting and inferring, and tell me about your social disorder. It tells me the point values: 2 points, 4 points, and 10 points. And if I did those assignments, it would tell me about my grade. But I haven't done those assignments yet. So let's click on my homepage again. I'm going to click on Spring 2012 Introduction to Sociology Online. I'd like everybody to know that I stole this banner from another college. I did not create it. I stole it from elsewhere. I hope they don't mind that I borrowed it, but I'm letting everyone know that I did borrow it. Learning Module 1 is what you have to do, so I'd click on Learning Module 1. It tells me that I have to read the syllabus, so I'd click on this PDF. It opens up a new window. I'm a diligent student, so I would read the whole syllabus. I'd start seeing that I have learning modules. It tells me when they're due. There's an exam. I can take it any time during this week from 3-1 to 3-8, any time that works for me. The next unit, I've got 3 more learning modules and a paper due. And then for the last unit, I have 5 learning modules, and I have an exam that's due by 5/24. This is the required textbook that we'll be using that last third of the semester from 4/19 to 5/17. If you are having trouble getting the required textbook, don't worry. We'll be reading a lot of supplemental materials. I'll be providing all of them on Blackboard. Don't worry about getting them. I'll put them on Blackboard. If you can print them out, that's great. There's some student learning outcomes for the sociology program in general, and these are the student learning outcomes for your course in particular. If you can do these things at the end of the course, then you should get an A. Then we have our topics, readings, and assignments. I won't go over each one. And we have course policies. I'd like to inform everyone that you can have 3 exemptions from learning modules. All you have to do is send me an email at the end of the semester telling me your name, your section, and what learning modules you would like an exemption. I'd also like to point out that all learning modules are due by Thursday at 5 p.m. Everything's due at 5 p.m. Why? Because if you're having any technical problems, the college is still open. You can email the Blackboard administrator, and she can help you solve your problem. You can also email me and have me reset a quiz if that's what you need me to do. So I've read the syllabi. I learned some important things. I click this button right here, Step 2. I see that all my classmates have started introducing themselves. I can introduce myself as well. I can create thread. So I clicked on my own discussion board post, I read the discussion board post, and then I'm going to say hi to the teacher because I am that type of student. Click submit, and I have now submitted my answer to the discussion board. After I'm done, I can close this window, go back to the learning module, click step 3. I can click step 3. It goes to this page. It tells me that there's an outline I can look at when I'm looking at my lectures. What your instructor is thinking is that as you watch the video lectures, you could type in your notes so that when you go back later in the semester, you have notes that you can look at. Try that out, see if it works for you, answer these questions as you listen to the lecture. If you have the answers to these questions, well, then you might do well in the course. After you found the outline, you can print it out, or you can type it right into the computer, your answers. You go to the next step, and you have to watch a video. These are videos that I created. If you want, you can copy and paste the YouTube link into a web browser, or you can watch it right here. You can make it full screen by clicking this button. You press play. I would recommend using headphones maybe. You can adjust the volume. Sometimes my voice can be a little bit loud. After I watch that one, I go to the next one. There's another YouTube video. And yet another YouTube video. Another YouTube video. Now, on this one, I want to point out Blackboard would not allow me to embed the video. So you have to click on this to go to the YouTube video. I apologize to change things up, but for some reason YouTube gave me a lot of trouble with this part of the video. So you have to click here or click there. After step 7, you have to start doing some work. Now, you can read all of this. What I'm asking you to do is look at one of these careers: professor, demographer, epidemiologist, human resource director, marketing, law enforcement, social work, analytic investigative journalism. Read about one of these careers. Click on some websites. Some of these websites are professional organizations, like the American Marketing Association. You might find it completely useless. But I thought maybe it would be good for you to look at the types of things that are going on professionally. So this is the American Sociological Association. You might find it boring. I go there. Sometimes I find some interesting things. Sometimes I don't. Same thing with Society of Professional Journalists. It might be boring. These occupational handbooks are very useful, so make sure you check those out. This is worth 4 points. I'm going to do some research, and then I'm going to write some stuff here. And when I'm done, I could attach a file too. And if I don't want to insert anything here, I can attach a file. I have either option. And I could write a little comment to my teacher. And then in the end, I click submit. If I want to know whether my work was submitted, I can go back to my home page, click on my grades, click on my course. I go to my grades. I see that under step 8, exploring occupations, I have a green dot there. If you do not see a green dot, there's a possibility it was not submitted. Green dots mean your teacher has not graded your work yet. There's a review submission history. I submitted right. Under comments, I wrote, "Hi teacher, you are awesome." There could be instructor feedback there, but it needs grading. So if there was any instructor feedback, you would see it right there. That covers my tutorial for today. It showed you how to go through the learning module, how to write on the discussion board, and how to check whether you've submitted something. I'd like to make one last comment. If you need to contact the instructor, please email him at cmc.sociologist@gmail.com or call his voicemail. I will be making a forum on the discussion board where you can ask a question and your classmates can answer the question. Oftentimes, when a student has a question, their question can usually be answered by a classmate, which is great for me. Have a good night.